Hi everyone, so this is another installation of our training at home or training at the gym assistance videos. So what I thought I would do today is help people to get better stretches from their shoulders, from their scapular region, from their obliques, ribcage region, and also just helping to decompress the spine, open up the hip socket and stretch the glutes. So I think most people will recognize these sorts of basic stretches and will have performed them at some stage. So if you take a look at this next clip, you'll see me using an assist on the cross trainer machine. And you can do this just by seating your backside downwards and away from the gripping arm. As you can see, I'm just adjusting myself so I can get myself into a position where the stretch benefits the affected area. The most important thing here is to try and relax as much as you can, breathe freely, and focus on just making sure that the joint that you're trying to stretch is as loose as possible, so there's no tightness in the area. So if you take a look at this next clip, I'm actually using one of the cable pulley machines. It's actually the pull down or pull up machine, however you want to label it. And all I'm doing is dropping and seating my backside down to the side and then turning my hip outwards. And I'm getting a nice stretch across my scapular and oblique region, so my rib cage and my shoulder blades. If you have a look at my left leg, it's not quite stretching my glute and my hip yet, but I will explain how to do that in a second. So in order to stretch the glute and the hip socket, you just simply cross the legs, drop that ankle into the ground, and then you can see here my entire weight now is dropping through into the ground. I'm trying to relax my spine, take nice deep breaths, and you see I'm just adjusting myself so I can get the deepest stretch possible into that hip socket. It's a nice stretch across the shoulder blade at the same time here. Now if you just adjust the non-supporting foot, so the stationary foot is a supporting foot, the non-supporting foot, you can get a different type of stretch in a different part of your hip, your obliques and your shoulder blades. And if you have a look at the pulley lever I'm using, if you just adjust that like I am now, you can get a different type of stretch across your scapula. Finally, this stretch is to decompress the spine in its entirety. So I'll grab the pulley and then drop my weight right through the ground, almost in like a front stance position, or Zenkutsu Dachi for those of you who do the karate. And then I'll drop my backside down into the ground, and the most important thing is I relax my spine, relax my rib cage, abdominals, relax my shoulder blades, and then just slowly let the weight drop my spine into a better position. So on this final short clip, I'll show you that sometimes your feet slip. So what you might want to use is another machine that's strong enough to hold your weight. In this case, I'm using the cross trainer again. And if you have a look at my non-supporting foot, I'm pressing it against the wall and using that as a support. It just means that instead of slipping around and losing balance, you can press your foot against the wall and then get a much deeper stretch, and also hold that position for longer, take deeper breaths and get greater relaxation, so you'll get better output on the quality of the stretch. Okay, so that's it for this episode. These stretches should be performed a couple of times a day, just for 2 or 3 minutes. It makes a massive difference to your overall spinal, hip and shoulder blade health. Let me know how you get on, and maybe send me some videos of you performing the stretches. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you again in a few weeks.